that greets folks as they get into town. You can see that there's a tree back beyond there that's just snapped, kind of laying backwards. We watched these trees as they were blowing in that wind, and we're surprised that not more of them are actually in the same condition. We saw a couple of them actually come down here. You can see one sitting in the middle of Harrison Avenue here in downtown. Not a lot of flooding here where we are, but we're pretty far away from the water itself. But you can see as I'm walking into the wind, it's still very strong, still very intense. So we are obviously trying to make sure that we're careful. Again, this is the damage that we wanted to show you on the side of the church. This is First Baptist Church here in Panama City. And again, this was that black material that I was discussing earlier that seems to be matching the material that's on the roof. So we think that this is, and in fact, we can see some of the what looks like remnants of the roof that are here as well. So it looks like that is what indeed happened. We're kind of getting tangled up in our cords here, so I want to make sure that we don't trip. Give us just a second here. So we're walking down further along here. This is 6th Street in Panama City. Obviously the front of one of the entrances here to the church. You can hear off in the distance that there are still pieces of metal that are very much still part of this windstorm. You can see that some of this stuff is still strewn about. Look at the trees over here to the left of us. I mean, this just damaged no matter where you look. Trees snapped at their base, lying flat on the ground. Just incredible to see how strong this wind was. Again, 2 more HVAC units, much larger than the ones we saw over by the bank building and the United Way building earlier today. So obviously this is just incredible to see all this damage.